So hey guys, welcome back with the fourth part of regex, and today we are going to learn about the greedy matching and non-greedy matching along with the Python, along with regex matching using the out of the braces. Using the braces. So how we will do that? Let's get started. So let's say I have to hello regex, right? I'm just coming up with a name just to understand, right? And what I will say are, and then my word should say like hello, and then I will say 3 or 5 times. 5 times would do. Five is too much. I will just go with 3. Okay, and I will say m. I will say m or data, not m. M is not like data equals to. I will say hello regex and dot search as usual, and then what I will say, I will just copy this part and 1 2 3 4 5, right? I just kept it going to here, so it's more than what should be. Right now if I print data one a data dot group, sorry, and this, now let's see what happens. I'm matching for 3, sorry, Python 3 regex p4 dot bar. See, it actually matches for first 3. Okay, hello, okay. And it removes the last one. And if I say 5 and run it again, it says 1 2 3 4 5 hellos, right? So this is how actually we do the braces matching with the braces, right? These are the braces, these are the curly braces. You put something, the number of times you want to actually match this particular string with, how many occurrences of this here for this particular word or keyword that you want to match. We can do this, right? Now we will see greedy and non-greedy. What greedy regex actually does. So all the expressions that we have seen so far are greedy, right? It actually means it in ambiguous situations, like they will match the longest string possible, right? In any of the situation it will actually match for the longest string possible. But in non-greedy, it is some sort of, you can say, lazy, right? Same what we do here. It's the lazy version of this. This is greedy version, right? It looks for maximum, and it won't go for there is no minimum defined. So I will just see what the minimum is. What we will do, we will say we'll do a regex out of this. We will do a what do you say, greedy regex and non-greedy regex. We will just use this particular function again. Just what I will do, I will just why I have actually done this. I've just commented out my import. So well, no problem. So I'll just uncomment this, right, and put a sweet comment here, greedy and non-greedy regex. Now what for the greedy regex, we have actually 5, right? It actually goes to the maximum length. Now in case of non-greedy, what I will do is something like this. What I want here is I want it to actually look for minimum 3 and maximum 5 instances. Right, now how will I do this? Basically, so this is my hello regex, which is pretty much kind of we can say greedy regex, right? So I will just copy this regex again. I will copy this whole line basically, and just all 3 way, not 2. I'll just go here, and if I will just call non-greedy hello regex, right? And I will just use this big ass word here and say, now if you see, there's not a lot of difference in between these, right? Now what will happen if I do something like this, right? In first case it should goes to maximum 5, and in second case it should goes to maximum 3. I'm using the same strings, right? So if I do something like this and Python regex, So see, it in first case it basically goes to the topmost, right? The highest value, right? And in second case it should have went to the lowest value. Shows data. This should do data too. I'm so sorry. So okay, so here I have, so I use just made the copy of this function and just assign it to data2. And what I will do, I will just use this. What this will do, it will look for the best possible way to go to the minimal value of the regex. It will actually look for a minimal regex value, minimal occurrences of this particular instance. So what I will do, this something like, see, it will just go to last one. So last one, you look at it, and if you say 2, it will just go over here, and right, it will just go for the less number of occurrences, right? It'll just match the best less number of occurrences. Now that's the one thing. The last is, I'll just comment it out, and here we go. And I will do, I think you can do more using find all occurrences, find all recurrences. And so last one, I will do the find all, and you can learn rest. I will provide the link on the regex, complete link for the regex. So this should help for you. And also I will add something like a dictionary to understand what what gives us what, right? So find all is like, basically, we use the dot search. But what if we want to use now the get all the matches, right? All the matches of that particular function. So how will I do that? So I'll just use this non-greedy one. And what I will do, actually not non-greedy, non-greedy will be happening. So I think I will go back to my regex3 file, actually regex1 basically. So I will just use this, right? What I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy this particular regex and just put it here. So my string data is still this, right? And this is my compiler, and my compiler will go like this. Okay, now I have just one number, right? And what I will do, and my work num is, I will just one more match, right? And I will do 2 2 2 1 2 3 2 1 2 2, right? This is a number that I will use, and then I will run a regex over here. So see, my pattern still remains same for the compile, re.compile, right? And what I will do, I will say phone regex dot, or I will just post it to something, data equals to phone regex. I have used data somewhere, so I will say number equals phone regex dot, and then I will say find all, right? And I will say, I will call phone home, right? I don't want to use anything else. I want to use this particular detail. So no, I don't want home number, work number. No issues. So I will say string data, right? What I want to find everything between these two strings, right? It is a list. It will actually give us a list. And if I do this, sorry, my bad, I'm not sorry. I will say print number. Okay, and if I do this, it gives me these two numbers. It actually pulls out these two numbers and returns it in this list. So find all will be, if you provide a regex, and it will just go over there and find out everything that could be a best possible ways to do that, right? So you can actually try to do a mismatch of all these things and see how it works. Now just for the just for this part where it says d and where it's coming from, I'm just keep writing up a table. I got it from one of the resource online. So think I think this is not very much working. Just let me I will quickly format it, right? And so just ignore these underline script and command U. No problem with that. So this should actually give you the idea how this whole thing works. It gives you every shorthand of the character classes. Oh, sorry, my bad. But so if you want to learn how the regex actually works, I will strongly suggest you to actually read through this whole documentation that I put over here to just give you the idea what to use in what case. Like if you want to use a word, not non-numeric character, and if you want to use a letter, numeric digit, or the underscore, matching words character. And then if you want to use not any character that is not a letter, special character, or the underscore. So just any special characters would do, other than underscore, non-letter, and numeric. And that's how you can actually learn more about regex. So let's coming over here. Anonymous. Oh. So this should give problem probably. This might give you the problem. No, it's not giving the problem. So yeah, I've just about this. I'll just uncomment out everything so you guys can understand, and I will post the sheet over on the GitHub. So that's all for the regex. I think this is all what regex was about, and you can actually make your own character classes if you want to. You can have any of the classes. You don't have to use /d/d. You can just actually make your own classes and see if you want to have this and this and this, right? And if you guys face any problems, you can just let me know. Put the comment down in the comment box, and if you have any questions, I will be happy to help you out with that, right? So that's all for the regex, and it's probably the end of the Python Let's Code series. If there would be any other videos, I will just put out there. You will just need to check out the Python Let's Code series, and if not, I will just come up with another video where we will be covering Django, and then we will see how it goes, right? So thank you for being with me for this long. Do subscribe, share, and comment. It actually motivates me to make more and more videos for you guys. So I will see you later. Till then, goodbye.